Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today is a bit different. Does this work? It does work. Okay. So, things happened. If you're not on the Discord, even if you are on the Discord, you might not know. But my computer was having issues. I thought I'd resolved them. Evidently, no. And evidently, I was not that lucky. So I needed to basically rebuild my entire OBS setup over the last 2 days. It took like 4 hours in total or something to put everything back together because I still had all the assets and everything. I just had to figure out how they were all configured and put together and all my OBS settings and all the different scenes and sources and tabs and integrations and everything. It was a hassle. But it also means that I have no idea if everything's calibrated correctly. So, I need to be sure that people can hear me and can hear the background music, and when we're in the game, can hear the game volume and stuff such as that. Because as of right now, I don't know if you can. I mean, I can see on the audio mixer the different things, but it's like, that's why we do test streams. Yes, this is kind of the test stream here, at least this portion, because I don't know, to me it looks like I'm a bit louder than normal, and the background music is a little bit louder than normal as well, but I don't know. If it's a perfectly fine volume, then we can just stick with this, and it'll be fine, but let me know, because it'll probably take some calibration. I mean, I did all this calibration 2 years ago when I started streaming, and now all of it's been reset, so we got to remember how to do it and do it a second time. But then after after everything is given the okay that nothing's like blowing up and my voice isn't like sounding like the explosion of 1,000 suns in volume, then we'll be able to get to the game, which I forget exactly what is happening. We turned into a paladin, and then, as the title suggests of the stream, we were surprised that the evil king has been evil, which is baffling to me storyline wise. Like, how could they not know that the king that ordered the freaking baby grinder 5000 wasn't, we thought he wasn't evil? How did we think that? Like, ever? Hi, unknown man. How goes it? Is everything good, by the way, with the volume? Because I am a little self-conscious about whether or not it is breaking or too loud or too quiet or not there at all. Maybe you can't hear me. Maybe I'm not even streaming. Maybe this is all a dream. I did wake up pretty early, so I'm a little tired. It's a bit louder than it used to be. Okay. You can finally hear me clearly. Okay, well, even if it's a bit louder, if it's, perfectly fine for how it is now, then that's good. So, I can turn up the BGM as well a little bit if we need to balance that out with me. Because if I'm now at a good volume, but now the BGM is too quiet, then who knows. Either way, we should also probably add. Let me get rid of the BGM and get the desktop audio in here, because that's the game audio. It doesn't have to be that loud, because it's really just background music and slicey sounds in combat. Not much else happens audio-wise in these games. But yeah, so as long as that's audible at all, then you can do the game audio. Okay, good. That means and evidently the chat room works. Let me actually test the other ones. So we are not ending soon. Let me just preface this. But the ending soon screen, it works. BRB screen seems to work. And the game screen also works. I think. Maybe. We are here. So we just got started though. This is true. Yeah, so everything seems to be in working order. If there's any major issues, then let me know and I'll try to fix it, but I think we're good. Also, my Stream Deck also got completely reset, so I had to reconfigure that, which was a hassle, but we're here now and it's working and Stream Deck is back online, so we can get to whatever it was that we were doing. I think, didn't we come here to like save the last crystal? I think so. I think we figured out that the king was gonna be coming after this last crystal, and we were like, we gotta get there before he does. And so we did, and now we're here. So I think that's what was happening. So let's go into the castle and figure this all out. Yeah, Troya, that was the place with the last crystal. Welcome to Troya Castle. Please make yourselves at home. Do we know you? Do you know us? Usually when it comes to castles, you don't just waltz up to the front gate and they're just like, oh yes, welcome, make yourself at home. Like, no, this is a fortification. Usually it also has like royalty living inside. You don't just let people in. Like, they need to be vetted. You need to know who is entering. That's why there are guards. The frog in the moat, yeah, that's a little concerning, especially because it's a humanoid frog, which kind of indicates that it was a person turned into a frog. So I don't know who got cursed. Oh, there's even more. Okay. How about you two? Are you just gonna let us in? You wish to know about the crystal? Speak to the clerics inside the castle. The clerics are solemn servants of the gods. Honor them and conduct yourselves properly, understood? Alright, I mean, it's just kind of confusing. Because, like, what, especially why are they talking about the crystal so casually? Like, haven't they heard that crystals have been getting abducted and stolen in the last little while? Why are they just like, ah, yes, the crystal. Ah, everyone knows about the crystal. It's right inside. Go take a look. Like, I think they just want this place to be robbed. Oh, the prince guy. Apparently the prince guy's here. Is he, wait a minute. Is he also mind controlled? Is he here to steal the crystal? Do we need to kill him? I will kill him. Isn't that the bard guy? Yeah, I'd kill the bard. Anyway. Troya has never been at war. I don't know how well we could defend our kingdom if fighting did break out. Okay, that's why they're so lax on the whole castle thing. They're just like, oh yes, we've never fought anyone. Castle's used for defense? Nah, it's practically a big museum. Oh, you want to see the king? Go right on in. Nobody can have ill will against us. How could they? We've never been to war. We don't know what that's like. It makes a bit of sense. What about you guys? Your baron is becoming more and more aggressive. I hope they don't attack us. Well, bad news for you. They're coming. Unlike most kingdoms, Troya is governed by women, and all our soldiers are female. Are you? I cannot tell. You have the exact same look as any other guard in this game. Of course, they say soldiers, not guards. Maybe the guards are male, but the soldiers are female? Well, that wouldn't make much sense, because if females are the ones that have the combat role in the kingdom, why do they have soldiers? Wait, if they've never been to war, why would they even need soldiers? I mean, I guess you'd want to have like a standing army, even if you have never been in a conflict nor anticipate any conflict, but still, I don't know. Also, how can a kingdom exist that's never been to war? I feel like the formation of a kingdom kind of almost necessitates war or some sort of conflict and fighting. I don't know. What did you say? The clerics are convening in the chamber over there. Okay, are you soldiers? Want me to dance for you? As if. I'm a guard, not a dancer. Okay. So these are guards. But these are also guards. So what? I mean, I guess they're just using the dancer model still, but that doesn't look like armor. This armor lacks strength, but it affords excellent mobility. It's also very fashionable. Okay, that answers my question about the armor, I guess. And I suppose in previous games we have had, like, a ribbon that's better armor than a helmet. So, I suppose that's got some precedence to it. Women make far more civilized rulers than men. I mean, I would say that it's about the same. You know, it matters the person's character, not their gender, as to if they make a good leader, but alright. 8 clerics are sisters. Octuplets? I guess they don't need to be octuplets in order to... Well, they all look exactly the same. Okay, maybe they are octuplets. But yeah, they don't have to be octuplets in order to be sisters, but still, that... It makes a lot more sense to be octuplets now that they all look and dress the exact same. We don't know what to do. The Dark Elf stole our Earth Crystal. Oh. So it's already done. Someone already stole it. Okay. We've governed Troya for years with the blessing of the Earth Crystal, but now... Hi, unknown man. We will consider lending you the Earth Crystal if you can reclaim it. Equipping anything metallic inside the Northeast Cavern will hamper your movement. Thanks? Who asked? I don't know. Northeast Cavern? Or did she say chamber? I don't even know. That's very out of context. Anyway, try the cavern on the island to the northeast. Now that makes more sense. If I had talked to them in a different order, that would have made a lot more sense, but I was very confused. Anyway, the Dark Elf, yes. Without the crystal, Troya may become a wasteland once more. Dark Elf is weak against metallic weapons. He has set up a magnetic field around his lair for protection. If you can recover the crystal, we will allow you to borrow it. Please speak to us once you obtain it. Also, I gotta say, most people are weak to metallic weapons. I'm just saying. Most people. If you got a sword stabbing through your skull, generally that's a health issue, you know? I'd say that I would be pretty weak to that as well. But then again, I guess most people are weak to pretty much any type of weapon. So, I guess it kind of makes sense. What's in the different room? Oh, this isn't a room. It's just the battlements. Then what about in here? Please keep your voice down. There's a sick man resting here. Oh, it's you. Felicitations, malefactor. Void. Petunia, you're alive. I'm so relieved. I wish to join you again. In that condition, you'd only be a burden. When was he not? Tala, I can't begin to ask for your forgiveness. Anna died because of me. ... I can never atone for that. Ugh. And he's dead. Okay. Void, your health should be your greatest concern now. You must try and rest. Ebos, so you survived. An unknown man? Nah, she dead. She with her mom now. I see. That is terrible news. I always seem to find myself elsewhere when others are in need. Hey, I heard you took mighty good care of Petunia and Rosa. I appreciate it. Why don't you join us on my enterprise? Together we'll rise above anything. You must be Sid, the airship engineer. Wait, does that mean we have an airship? Yeah? Yeah, we have an airship. Oh, but Petunia, why is Rosa not with you? A few issues. Golbez holds her captive, but he proposed a trade. He will release Rosa in return for Troya's crystal. But the crystal lies in the hands of a dark elf. Is it the Dark Elf or a Dark Elf? Like, is this, like, Elder Scrolls rules where you just have Dark Elves and Wood Elves and stuff like that? Or is this, like, there's elves and then there is the Dark Elf, like, just one of him? Because I was thinking if it was just, it's a elf, then that wouldn't be too hard. But if this is some, like, mystical legendary figure that is the Dark Elf, that's probably gonna be an issue. Petunia, you must take this. What is it? This is the only way I can be of any help right now. The only way you can be of any help ever. Oh, we got a harp? Petunia, please save Rosa. How am I gonna use this harp? It's Void's harp. What? Okay. So you had one harp. Didn't you leave the harp with us though? Like literally, when you got sucked out of the party, didn't you? Yeah, you left the harp with us. Because that was the harp we were using, right? So how is it that he not only has the twin harp that he just gave us, which I don't know what the heck that does, he also has another harp here, and the harp that's in our inventory. Like, how many harps does this guy have? He requires much rest. He's quite frail, and his recovery will not be a quick one. We're attending to the prince around the clock. Me? I'm the nurse. She's the doctor. Alright then. Good to know, I guess. Bro loves music. Yeah, he loves music so much. He's like one of those guys that has like 30 guitars in his house. It's like, why do you need that many guitars? They're like even all the same type of guitar. It's not even just like one guitar, one bass, one electric guitar. No, it's just all the same type of guitar, and he just has a million of them for some reason. I guess because they just looked cool. I don't know. Are you... Why are there bars here and no door? Are you a prisoner or a guard? It was once a dungeon, but now it houses Troya's treasures. The clerics granted you permission to enter? No. Admire your honesty. Okay. Well, bye, I guess. Okay, I guess they don't have a prison. That's why the door was just left open. I wonder what would have happened if I said yes. Just like, yeah, they said I could come right in and have all the loot. Alright then. I guess I'm just gonna steal all their loot. Good. She calls you a liar. Ah. Well, I did not lie. I did not have any permission to come in here. Or there. I don't know, was this the same place that I wasn't given permission to go? And I just wandered in and stole all their loot? I have no idea. Either way, we got some good stuff, I think. What does the ruby ring do? Is that useful for us? Sid, you want a ring? Magic, defense, and evasion. Tala. How about you? Not better. Yeah, they're not that great. But yeah, you know, I'm not that big of a fan of the trope of just like, this place is like every other place. Like, oh wait, we just came from here, right? We explored this town. We just never went to the castle. Right. Okay. But I'm not a big fan of the trope of like, we're just like every other place except for all the, you know, jobs that you think that men usually have, now women have them, and vice versa. It's like it works in some situations, but at the same time I'm just not a huge fan of the trope, because first of all it then like implies that, I mean, in medieval times gender roles were very strict, but as of modern day it's like not really that cut and dry. So to say like, we've reversed it all, it's like, that's a little weird. Additionally, I'm fairly certain that there would be almost nowhere that has only women in the entire like military situation, because generally it was either that you had, they said northeast, right? I think so. Where would that be? Anywho, I'm trying to multitask, but my brain can only do like half a thing at a time. But yeah, usually it was either that it was all men that were in military positions, or it was, you know, equally men and women. Okay, we can land here. Good for me. I don't know how this helps us. So yeah, it's very bizarre to see something where it's only women in the military positions, because usually, I think historically, that wasn't a very popular thing to happen. Even in modern day, women are very much discouraged to have any kind of active combat roles. Yeah, I don't know where we're supposed to land. Can we like boatify in a way that I forgot that we could do because it's been a while? Or do we have a boat? We just have a boat, don't we? That's not a boat. That is a hover car. I don't think we can hover car our way to it. No boat. How do we land here exactly? I know we're supposed to go to that cave, but I mean, unless we can just canoe across this water, which I don't think we can. We're kind of stuck. Maybe we should go back and talk to more people in town. Yeah, it definitely works better when the population is completely or majority women. Like, you know, the Amazon type thing. Like, when you have an Amazon society, usually the population is entirely women, and that's why women are the entire combat force. So, did any of these women tell me how to get into there? Dark Elf stole the crystal. Hamper my movement with metal. Cavern on the island to the northeast. Metallic weapons. Speak to us once you've obtained it. Yeah, none of these people. Also, this is another trope that I am not a fan of, is, you know, I know this is just one character saying it in the game, and she might be biased, but at the same time, a lot of people do, even in the modern day, say that women would make better rulers than men, and it's like, I don't think that that's exactly looking at the picture correctly. Because once again, if you boil down somebody's ability to rule by gender, you are going to have a very skewed image. It needs to be, you know, off of the person's specific virtues and their character, not what do they have in their pants. You know, that doesn't really help you at all when it comes to deciding who should rule the kingdom. But, you know, you do see that a lot in a lot of stuff. It's another one of those tropes that comes up quite often. Why is there a bridge here? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Because city is here. Only, as far as I can tell, the only major city on this side of the world. And yet, there's no bridge right next to the city. There's no bridge across this river. But way out in the middle of the woods, they have 3 stone bridges constructed, far away from the city, with no actual way to reach them. I don't know. Once again, it's probably not an important detail right now. Probably not something that anybody else was wondering about. Oh, we don't even have a canoe. Oh, great. But, yeah, that's something I noticed, at least, and it's a little bizarre, because usually you have bridges like that in order to, you know, facilitate horses and carriages and other such things getting across them, because humans can just swim across rivers in most cases. It's usually when you're trying to bring goods with you that you need to construct like a full-on bridge. So it doesn't make any sense that the main civilization in the area wouldn't have access to the 3 bridges nearby, especially because bridges are big, you know. They're big deals. You don't just build a bridge willy-nilly. They're expensive. So for them to build 3 bridges they can't access just seems a little odd to me. Also, I have no idea where we're going. I know we're supposed to go to this cavern that was like, you know, directly said to us, but we can't really reach it. So what does that do for us exactly? I'm trying to look for any other, like, maybe there's a mountain pass or maybe another cave that will take us underwater to the other cave. Or maybe there was some other... It's been a while since we played this, so it makes it hard to remember if there was any other... No, this is early in the game. Much earlier. I was like, I found a cave, but no, it was a different cave. It's down here. There's a town here. Let me just squash the town real quick. No, don't mind me. Agart. This is Agart. The people here all share the same lineage. Our ancestors were dwarves. According to a famous saying, there are two sides to everything, even this world. Behind this door lies a sacred well that has been here for generations. No one knows how deep it goes. Someone in either town or the castle will hint to what to do? Okay. Cannot live without the blessing of the sun, although our ancestors might disagree. Alright, I'll head back to the town and see if there's more information about it. What the heck is a swout? My husband's a real swout. He even forgets to eat when he's in his observatory. Hello, are you the swout? Welcome to Corio's observatory. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with that word today. I think it's because I was saying observatory, and I usually call it an observatory. And that was just completely, like, misfiring some neurons in my brain. Anyway, we possess perhaps the best telescope in the world. We've recently noticed some anomalous activity on the moon. On the moon, you say? Let me just catch some Z's here. You know, Petunia's a world-class sleeper. Also, is there something hiding back here? No. Oh, there is something with the bookshelves, though. Phases of the moons. Moons? They have multiple moons? Moons haunted as true. When's it not? Are you the swout or whatever it was? I'm Corio. I study the two moons. Apparently there's two moons. One of which has been exhibiting some strange behavior as of late. Alright. One moon has no sign of activity, but the other has traces of life and is turning a reddish color. A color similar to that of blood. I have an inescapable sense of foreboding. Well, you know. Who doesn't have an inescapable sense of foreboding every so often? What's funny about there being two moons? What's funny about that? Alright. Does something happen if we just look at this long enough? Also, I'm pretty sure that it is far, far, far away from being the color of blood. Blood is a very deep red. I mean, if your blood is that, like, pink, almost salmon hue, then you need to go to the doctor, like, immediately. This is Earth, our Earth. They mentioned Mars and Jupiter later. Ah. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Although, okay. Here's the theory. You know how they had the theory of, you know, the moon being from, like, this big collision, and where something hit the Earth and took out, like, a big chunk of the Earth, and that became the moon? And the theory was born from the idea that there are similar minerals on the moon as there are on Earth. And so they were just like, the moon must have come from Earth. Well, here's what happened. This smaller moon, it is also a piece of debris. You know, two big chunks were carved out when that happened. And then now there's two moons, but before our time, you know, because obviously this is way in the past and, you know, medieval times, or I don't even know when. Some things are like early medieval, other things are late medieval, and other things are like steampunk 1800s technology. Who knows? Either way, at some point between this time and our time, these two moons collided and created one bigger moon, you know? So that's our current moon is made out of these two. So that is my theory. Also, nothing happened by staring at him for a while. So that's great. I thought this was gonna turn into like one of those, you know, the celestial horror games. What was that one? I don't remember what it was called. Is that one where you're sent on that mission and you keep getting like cryo slept over and over, and there's like this one planet following you or something, and it's you're like intercepting signals and stuff. It's like that. So I assumed that something would happen, like a face appearing on the moon, and then the moon rapidly approaching Earth, and something like that. Something horror-y. I mean, why else would the moon be turning blood red, even though it's more salmon pink, but, you know, it's whatever. The other day, I saw a reddish mass get swallowed up by the northern crater. A red, you say? Supposedly, our ancestors came from the other world. Their world also has a sun called magma. I don't think magma would be a good sun, but, you know. So peaceful here in Agart, though we do have the occasional earthquake. Welcome, what can I do for you? Ah, you sell things. Well, I don't have much money, so... Okay, this is a very deep thing for a little girl to just be ranting about. Without darkness, light cannot exist. Without day, there can be no night. These are the laws of nature. These are the words of our ancestors. Why do you know that? So, like, why are you just mentioning that to the first stranger? Like, it's like in the Elder Scrolls where they just say the weirdest things to the random person that walked up. It's just you run up to them and they're like, my wife has been having issues lately. She's been talking about ghosts. And it's like, that's not something you just bring up when someone walks up to you and says hi, you know? But that's what they say. My grandma is the oldest person in the village. She knows everything. Hey, lady. I assume you're the grandma. How do I get to that northeastern cavern island? We have an old saying in this town. It goes, when the shining stone is returned, the path home will be revealed. Okay. Shining stone, path real, got it. Legend says that our ancestors came out of the crater of the mountain to the north. The crater is sealed now, but I don't suppose it matters. You need an airship to get there anyway. Alright. Why are you guys blockading the hallway here? Out of my way. Is there anyone on the left side? Yes. Are you just a regular dancer? No thank you. Also, why would you be dancing inside the tavern? That seems like you just break things. I'm strong. My grandpa's grandpa was really strong too. Your grandpa's grandpa, huh? What? Why are you just sitting in a dark room where I can't see anything? And he's just here. Why is that a thing? My guy, that's a little creepy. He's just standing in there just like, hey, little girl, I hear you're strong. I'm stuck in here. Come into this dark, dreary shed that you can't see anything in, and I'll change your name or something. That's exactly what he's saying. I don't know. I just don't know why he's in there. Why would he? Just why? Alright, all this stuff is just bad, so... Nothing to buy there. What about armor? Yeah, nothing better. It only says the shield is better because he's got a two-handed weapon. Alright, so I don't know what point in the game I'm supposed to have come here. I assume I could only get here with the airship. But I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet, so let's skedaddle on back to wherever we once were, and then ask around, see if we can figure out how to get to that island. No, and you one more. There we go. Alright, we just asked around the castle a lot. So let's look at the town again and see if there's anything we missed. Welcome to Troya, the city where trees and water abound. Anyone in here? Yeah, I don't think there'll be anyone in the shops. Do we? We already checked the vendors here, right? Yeah. I think so. Let me just double check the weapon shop. I want to make sure. This game had a lot less emphasis on... Yeah, no, we definitely were here already. It had a lot less emphasis on, like, buying equipment and just kind of gives you the equipment. It's a lot more streamlined, one might say, for better or for worse. Have you seen my husband? Nope. Are you the husband? Took a silver strongbox to the northeast cavern, but it got stuck in the ground and I had to leave it behind. So that's like a hint about the magnesis going on over there. How about you? Do you know anything? Did either of you know anything? All right, the armor rusting. I remember that. And these guys are like, "Go away, find your own place." No, thank you. So, where do we go exactly? Do we have to go through the water again? Go talk to those guys? Out of my way. Because there is a guy over here. Are you just the naming guy? Yeah. And then there's this path. Twin harp, I can transmit your voice really far with it. I do have the twin harp. How does transmitting my voice really far away help me at all ever? I don't know. Can we use the twin harp? No. Alright, well let's check the castle again. There might have been a room that I didn't go in. Maybe. Can I go down to the moat? Did we go through both? We did go through both these doors. I think this one just led to the treasure room. Did we go through all the stairs here? The far stairs? Did we do that? Yeah, that's this place. Doesn't seem to be any secret passageways, and the other way was just the lady that was asking us if we had permission to go into the place. How about this door? Where did this led to the guy that was sick, right? And nowhere else? Yeah. At least all the freezing issues are done, so we can run between these rooms as fast as we want and not have to worry about it, like, freezing up and everything. Because that would be unfortunate. It was unfortunate when that was happening. Alright, so I haven't found a single person new to talk to in the castle. I think we've already talked to everyone here. Old lady, what are you're just, yeah, talking about the clerics. But behind this pillar. No. Obviously, it's this pillar. Okay. It turns out we talked to everyone in the castle, I think. Unless there's a secret room somewhere that I'm just missing. So then that just leaves the town, but I feel like we've already explored the town thoroughly, except we didn't go in the inn. Maybe there's people in here to talk to. Nope, it's just the innkeeper, and that's it. Do you have any answers? No, you just have overpriced beds. You know, another issue with making it so that, like, the whole place is run by women is that then you can make a lot of assumptions. Oh, the black chocobos. Like, you know, on one hand, you have the whole thing where it's like, you know, they're trying to say that women are better rulers, and also the country's never been to war with anyone, which you could assume is them saying that women are just better diplomatically, which is also just not true. You know, diplomacy, once again, is very much something that anyone can do if they're just good at it. But it's also weird that, like, the beds here are far more expensive. So when you're making it very much like a gender-based discrepancy between this place and everywhere else, you could look at that and be like, ah, well, obviously they're saying that women are not good at, you know, finances, because the beds here are so much more expensive than in all the man-ruled areas. Like, you all of a sudden create a comparison, not just between this area and everywhere else, but between women and men using this area and everywhere else as examples. That's kind of a slippery slope, you know? It's not a good way to go about it when it comes to portraying these areas. Because, yeah, I don't like it when the beds at places are expensive, and now I must blame all women for that. I wonder what makes a black chocobo different from normal. I think when we talked to the guy about it, he was saying that they couldn't fly. And they said something, I should have talked to them again. But they said something, I remember, they were talking about chocobos, and how there were chocobos that could fly. But I don't see any clearings in the forests. I should just go talk to them again and see if, like, the exact wording, because I remember they were talking about a clearing with chocobos and stuff like that. But I forgot to talk to them because I was monologuing. It can be a bit of an issue. You think the clearing is in here somewhere? Maybe it's hidden in the trees. I do, don't mind me going into the secret entrance. Why do they even have this under their house in the secret entrance if there is already, like, tourists here? Let's see. These black chocobos can't fly for some reason. The ones living in the chocobo village to the north can, but only at low altitudes. I hear chocobos can only land in forests. Okay, so it's to the north is what we are getting from that. Out of the way. We have to go north. So we're kind of going north. We probably would have ran into it at some point. No, evidently we weren't. Because, is this another one of those situations where it's quote-unquote north? And they just, like, say it's north, but it's actually a completely different direction? Or do I just need to go in the airship to go more north? I was up here at some point before. I don't remember seeing a chocobo village. in a particular spot. Okay. Is it a particular spot that I can't see? Like, is it one of those things like a lot of the clearings where you can't actually see that it's there? You just need to walk onto the right space and it'll teleport you into it? Because they've done that before. Alright, we'll just, I'm guessing it's none of those. Okay, I'm guessing it's somewhere in those forests up there. So let's try this again. To the north, so I feel like this forest is... There we go. Those forests were a little, suspicious, so... We got all sorts of different chocobos here. What does the white chocobo do? Is this a Pokemon? MP restored. Okay. Okay, and this black chocobo can fly? Okay, good. We can fly. How do we get back? Oh, it's just still here. Oh, we have a new mount. Okay, usually the chocobos just kind of run off into the distance. Magnetic field is powerful. Equipping anything metallic will slow us down. My claws appear to be unaffected. Fear not, we stand invincible with my magic. Alright, slow us down how? Is that, like, really a problem? Does it slow us down in combat, or is it just you'll walk slower? Also, we should probably have encounters on, so we can actually fight things. Also, how do I know what's metallic and what's not? Is the Sword of Legend metallic? Probably, right? I would assume all of this equipment is metallic. But let's just see what that does to us, I guess. It's permanently paralyzed. Oh, maybe we should unequip some things then. Yeah, iron. Get that out of here. Ruby ring. Realistically, the ruby would have to be set in something, right? So that would be metallic. I guess leather garb. Realistically, leather garb would have to have metal fittings, you know, like buckles, straps, stuff like that. So realistically, leather garb would have metal on it, but we're gonna assume that if it doesn't say some kind of metal in the name, that it's probably... I still don't know what to do with the ruby ring. I mean, maybe that'll be fine. Wooden hammer's probably fine. Light. Is light itself metal? It is sort of legend metal. Gauntlets, it doesn't really... Wait, can we... Resistant undead attacks. Resistant undead... They're all just resistant to undead attacks. Okay. That doesn't really tell me if at all they're metal. But... I don't know, it doesn't mention metal in any of them. And this guy said his claws were fine. This should be switched out, I guess. And those are already... You are not obviously. You did have one of those. Okay. You can have the... I guess the healing staff. It's the best thing. So the only thing that's up in the air is if light armor is considered to be metal. Because I don't know if it's saying like it's metal armor imbued with light, or if it's literally just armor made of light, or oh, the knight's armor definitely wouldn't stand up to that scrutiny. So I guess leather. I guess we'll just metal armor. Okay, we'll switch you down to, I guess, non-metal things, which is mostly just all your armor gone. That is unfortunate, but I think that... Oh, perfect timing too. And you're still... How are you still... Oh, it's the sword. We can't even use the sword? Oh, and you're going. Oh, right. I forgot this game doesn't like me. And why are you not going? Oh, it's because you're stunned, right? Study. Go to school, I guess. Just gave him a bow during this? Okay. I guess we'll figure out a bow thing. Thunder does nothing. Okay. We're so dead. Actually, if we can we do this? Because our main damage dealers are both down from the get-go. So we're just not going to be able to do anything there. Which actually, you're not even going to be our main damage dealer anymore. You literally are just gonna... You're gonna just have nothing. And I guess the bow is gonna be decent, one can hope. Also, I might be under-leveled because I did have encounters off for a little bit there while I was running around looking for stuff. I don't know, maybe that made things bad. You... Ow. Right, we take 1,000,000 damage. Because we have no armor. It's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Why do these things almost one-shot us? Do we need to go farm? We probably need to go farm somewhere. I haven't done any farming on this because, honestly, combat's just kind of a pain in this one. It's like... Jeez, how high level are those things? I guess we just need to try to leave. I guess let's turn encounters off and go farm, because if that's the type of enemy we're trying to face at this point in the game, we are just nowhere near prepared for that. Especially because all of our guys just lost all of their equipment, so even Petunia is supposed to be, like, carrying the entire group is absolutely useless. Oh, this just takes us straight back. Okay. Interesting. So I guess we re-equip everything for you guys. We need to magic you guys. Oh, wait, you're also downed. Okay. We can't magic you guys back to life. Let's just go to the overpriced inn, I guess. Or actually, we'll go to the fairly priced inn. I forget where it was. There should be a fairly priced inn somewhere, right? Let's see. Big Desert. There's an inn here. We slept here numerous times. Because this is like the one point that we did farming. Yeah, see, 50 a night. That's so much better. I ain't about to be paying 400 a night for the same thing. Y'all women be crazy. So where to farm? Don't know. I guess just in the woods around this place would be the best place, because this is kind of the area that we are at level wise. So let's just make sure encounters are on and just wander around the woods for 10 hours. That should work out well. Oh, there's more of them. So these guys are both inside and outside the dungeon. So are these guys actually gonna do anything? Evidently so, okay. I don't know if we can win against these things, though. They just do, like, 90% of our health every hit. I guess you need to start using bigger attacks. Oh, and even a bigger heal does absolutely diddly for us. That's not gonna out-heal 404 damage a turn. Times 2. We must be, like, insanely underleveled. Either that or those things are just insanely overleveled. Kinda hard to tell sometimes. But we did get a lot of XP from that. Oh boy, new enemies. And they hurt just as much, evidently. So it's not just the needle guys. Luckily we do still do good damage, and we actually have decent units this time. Instead of the, you know, the twins that have one good ability and everything else is just kinda eh. And of course our guys almost out of mana already. And the innate healing on that thing is just not good. Let's see. We need... Where's the thing? Boost. Let's just turn XP up to 4 times real quick, because obviously we are way behind. And we need to do some serious farming. Oh, we are so dead. How are we supposed to survive this? How are we supposed to survive this? I think I almost just one-shot our mage guy. Use your biggest heal. Because we're so very dead. Never mind, you are dead. Yeah, you just can't win against these things. Do I need to go back to the desert? And the desert was the last time that we could actually consistently kill things. Because they already just, like, two-shot our healer. Now they're two-shotting us. So I guess we need to use something else. How much does a potion give? It gives HP. Okay, good to know. Great. 100. Okay, that's not a lot. That's just one shot still. Did you just go twice in one turn? Like before we were able to actually do anything? What the heck? Okay, now we have a Sith? What? A Sith that has a freaking force laser that one-shots? What? Why? Why does he have that? Alright, where do we leave our airship? I think we gotta go back to the desert. We're just not prepared for this. How did we get so far behind? Like, why are we wimps? Did I have encounters off for that long? Did I just not fight anyone except bosses for, like, forever? That's literally just the Death Star? It seemed like it. I mean, a Sith with a giant laser, it sounds like a Death Star type of ordeal going on. Except there was a lot more of a cat involved. I don't know why it looked like a cat. When, you know. Have you heard the tale of Kate Sith the Wise? It's not a tale the Jedi would tell you. And would that be... I guess it would be Kite? Probably not. Anyways, let's see if running around the desert gives us any XP, because obviously we are, like, monumentally behind. I don't know what sins we have committed in life for the game to put us at such a horrible disadvantage, but something... Okay, now these do not give anything. What are our levels at? 18, 20, 21, and 24. Of course, Petunia is the lowest level because they reset his level earlier. But yeah, obviously that stuff's not gonna cut it at this level. We need to fight things here. Oh, it's from Scottish folklore, you say? Well, I've never heard of one. So, but it's good to know that it's not just, you know, the Death Star. So what do we do here that can actually help us? Of course, we can't sit and actually decide, or else we're all going to be dead before I know it. Because, you know, in the 25 to 30 range. Well, hopefully they'll let us survive long enough to get there, because these are the only guys that give good XP. Ow. Why are you doing nothing, my guy? Thank you. There we go. We just need to have him survive long enough to hit him with his frickin' Kamehameha, and then we win. Weak to a type of magic. Maybe it was lightning, but let's look at that. Because if we can hit him with something that... Why is the Mist Dragon all the way down here? It's weird. But alright. So what are we fighting here? The main issue is the little porcupine things. Man, we are nowhere near the end of this game. We are like near the start, apparently. Alright. Weakness none. Alright then. Because it's a boss. Oh, okay, they put all the bosses at the bottom. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't see... Attack 40. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. More like attack 200. Okay, you're weak to holy. But aside from that... Let's use our magic. That used all our magic. Okay. That's not good. Why do we park here? Should have parked up here. Let's try one more fight. Maybe. If we get lucky. Okay. And if we're lucky enough to not get obliterated, then maybe... Man, and now we gotta go deal with the porcupine from hell and deal with them without armor. We're gonna need a lot of level ups for that. This is gonna be a process. What does that do? Not much. Oh, it poisons us. Oh, that's great. It's the invisible poison. It's like a damage over time or something. I don't even know how that works. Because it doesn't put a status effect on us. It just kind of ticks health away for a bit. Alright, let's go sleep and get our mana back, because... I don't know if I just... Maybe I used too big of a healing spell, and it took all our mana? Or maybe healing is just way more expensive in this game than it is in the others? Who knows? My guy, we're back. Putting this dude's kids through college at this rate. Because we're buying so many beds. Well, hopefully eventually we'll start getting to the point that we won't take as much damage from these things. Because I can't imagine our health pool will increase fast enough to offset that kind of DPS. And we're not going to have our armor. Oh, this is like the worst setup. Why are you attacking already? It's supposed to be our time, and yet they attacked before half of us. Preemptive strike my butt. Like, we didn't preemptive anything. We practically got ambushed. I mean, seriously, the old guy hasn't even taken his turn yet. They've already, the entire enemy team has gone twice. Like, what the heck? Alright, that's a level up for everyone, though. That's good. Let's see, how much does health go up even? 40, no, 35. What, like 80? 70? Somewhere around there. Almost 100. Like 20. That's not great. Let's try a smaller healing. Yeah, it's only 3 mana each. Still, that's gonna burn through your mana right quick. Try to heal all those people. Do you even have enough mana for more fire? You don't. You have nothing. You have wimpy fire, but yeah, that guy's mana pool is definitely a problem. Oh, now he's gonna just try to bonk, isn't he? Just do what you're supposed to do, please. No, not single target. No. Let me go back. Let me go back. Not single target. Oh, and it doesn't even do damage to the snake. So I need to be fast and precise and know exactly who I'm, selecting for and who I'm supposed to be targeting and do it all perfectly before they attack. It's that easy, I guess. Surely you'll get more MP on level up, right? I kinda doubt it. Maybe we just need to get him like a real big stick and he can just bonk things like everyone else is doing. Because he pretty much just has like 2 good spells in him and then he's just out for the rest of the night. Yeah, I'm really like not a fan of the combat system in this one compared to the others. It's like the worst of a real-time game and a turn-based game put into one system. Because you get the stress of trying to do things while getting attacked, but also you have the clunkiness and time-consuming nature of, turn-based type games, both just rolled into one. So I'm really hoping they upgrade the combat system back to what it once was, for the next game. Because, yeesh. It should be fine for another. We should probably heal up, actually. Hey, we're at least getting decent money out of the whole situation. Additionally, it's a bit odd with the system a lot. Oh no. I don't know why they like the system so much. It's very, very clunky. Because like there's no strategy, there's no, you know, you're just blindly pressing buttons hoping that you're, you know, able to remember and click the correct button for who you're selected on in time before the enemy gets like a million free hits on you. And even then, since you can't see the enemy's like turn bar, you can only see your own, you end up being all like, oh well, I have no idea when the enemy's going or how many times the enemy is going to attack me in between my attacks, because they seem to charge up their attacks a lot faster than ours do. At least some enemies. It's hard to tell though, it seems to be variable. Not hating it in 7? Okay. So maybe they improve upon it and make it much more bearable. I sure hope so. Don't just one-shot the old man. We kind of need him. Why do those hedgehogs do so much damage? And they don't... Fire does nothing. I guess it was thunder last time that was doing good damage to them. Maybe they're fire resistant to some degree. How are you still alive? Oh, and we just got blasted off the face of the earth. The old guy didn't need level ups anyway. Guess that's our cue to go and sleep again. And you know, I appreciated at the start of the game that they had given us a lot of things with innate spellcasting at the start. But by this point, it's like now we've gotten to the point that all of those spells are so far outdated that they're useless, and they haven't given us any new ones. You know, our heal spell still does like 10 healing. It's like back in the day that was a significant amount of health, and nowadays that is like 1/100th of our health bar, and that's not gonna help anybody. Of course, except Tala, who, you know, doesn't have any health still, even though we've been leveling him up. I mean, he is a spellcaster, but still, that is some, like, Final Fantasy I Black Mage wimpiness, you know? At least the pollen doesn't do that much damage, all in all. Oh, you've learned Asuna. Alright, great. And I was just thinking that we should have Petunia. I forgot Petunia could actually heal. And actually, it's more mana than the old guy, by a significant margin. Why is that? Why is it that the Paladin has more mana than the dedicated spellcaster? I have no idea. I guess Petunia's just, you know, overpowered. Can't beat Petunia. Petunia beats you. It's just how it goes. But yeah, you see Preemptive Strike, and yet they hit second. Like, only one of my guys were able to go before they win. How does that make sense? His enemies are way too fast. And do way too much damage. Is his MP you know, wimpy because he's old? Is he just going senile and he can't cast as many spells as he used to anymore? It's the only reason I can think of. I mean, unless there's like lore that the deep lore that we just haven't gotten to yet. Old man lore. Miss. I think he's tanky. Say before he wants to cast Meteor to kill Golbez. Meteor costs 99 mana. Yeah. That makes sense. So you're saying that if they allowed him to level up, then he would end up getting enough mana to cast Meteor, and thus make it so it's less believable that casting Meteor would kill him. I don't know, I still feel like you can make a spell, like, you can make a spell more strenuous without making it just cost more mana, you know? I think I only take 1 damage. You know, sometimes Sid is like an absolute Giga Chad. I don't know how. Like, attacks that obliterate other characters, Sid just shrugs them off every so often. I mean, that one actually did damage, but the same attack earlier only did 1. It's like, how does... I don't know. Sid is just built different, I guess. Also, Tala is kind of just a... Honestly, a bit of a... What do you call it? Liability, that's the word. I mean, he's the only person that's actually getting killed at this point. Why are we killing Donald Duck? I'm assuming that's like Kingdom Hearts. Is that connected to Final Fantasy? I don't think it is. I mean, I know they're like a similar thing. I don't think they're actually, like, you know, connected, but... Why are we killing Donald Duck? I don't know. Kingdom Hearts, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. So I have no idea about any... Okay, the closest thing that I know about Kingdom Hearts is that one meme where there's Goofy and he's just like, we'll be safe as long as we stay behind these rocks. And he like steps out as he's saying that, out from behind the rocks and gets carried away with the wind. That's all I know about Kingdom Hearts. That's it, is that meme. It's literally a crossover between Disney and Final Fantasy. Really? So it's like directly Final Fantasy, but with Disney characters. How does that work? Is that like canon? Is that... Does Goofy and Final Fantasy, do they live in the same universe? And by extension, does that mean that we live in the same universe as Goofy? Because if Final Fantasy and Goofy are in the same universe and Final Fantasy takes place on Earth, that means that Goofy takes place on Earth. Which means that Goofy lives. They literally show up in the game. Oh my gosh. Sid, did you know about this? Sid, have you met Goofy? Probably has. He looks like the kind that would meet Goofy. I don't know, when my brain was going through the process of Sid contemplating how much of a formative experience meeting Goofy was, my brain, for some reason, went to that one line from Hugh Neutron, where he's just like, when I was a kid, I sat on a banana, and of course that changed my life. Like, what does that mean? I have no, I don't even want to know, but that's just immediately what came into mind thinking about Sid meeting Goofy, was that line, which probably has more implications than we want to explore right now. Those are there's spaceships? I thought airships were goofy enough, but yeah, freaking spaceships now? What the heck is happening in Kingdom Hearts, man? The place is crazy. Does this mean that canonically Final Fantasy XIV and Goofy, I don't know why I keep bringing up Goofy specifically, but, you know, like Disney characters, the Disney universe? Is there a Disney multiverse? Probably. It's all connected? How did I not know this before? I honestly thought that Kingdom Hearts was like a Disney ripoff of Final Fantasy, not that it was like an official thing. Because I knew they were kind of like similar, but because 14 and Kingdom Hearts have never crossed over. Well, okay. I was gonna say, but it's kind of, it's in the same franchise. But I suppose the Final Fantasy games are all separate lore-wise, and they don't really interact with each other directly. So Final Fantasy XIV not having a crossover would mean that, in theory, it is like isolated lore-wise from Kingdom Hearts, because it itself hasn't interacted with it. But still, that's kind of crazy. I didn't even know just that the franchises were connected. Alright, but we're starting to be able to kill these things a bit easier. They still do a crap ton of damage, and Tala still does no damage. But at the very least, maybe we should just have Tala on healing duty. You know? I mean, he did, maybe we should just switch him to lightning also. Maybe that would work. Magic. Okay. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII and Squall from Final Fantasy VIII debate on who could kill more of the main enemy mobs in Kingdom Hearts 2. That just sounds like a wild ride, my man. I don't know what I would even think of that. You're gonna spam Thundara. And everyone else just do as you do. Because Thunder worked a lot better than Fire at the start. But that was also a higher level Thunder spell, so that could also make up for the discrepancy. Come on, try out the spell before they just obliterate you. Thank you. And does more. Not a lot more. But at least he's doing decent damage now. I don't know why. An ironic line where Sephiroth shows up and Donald. No. I'm gonna need to play Kingdom Hearts at some point, aren't I? I know my friends have Kingdom Hearts. I could probably borrow it from them, but that just sounds, I don't know. Like, I'm over here thinking that frickin' Petunia is the wackiest things they're gonna get, but I feel like Donald Duck in Final Fantasy is just like peak goofiness. I don't think that you can get any more ridiculous than that. Man, what was I thinking just a second ago? I had a thing in my brain that could be described as a thought by some people, and now I can't remember it. That is unfortunate. I was too busy, you know, picturing Donald Duck. Oh, he's freaking dead. Okay. Well, poor Tala. You know, should have had more health. That, I have heard that quote. Honestly, I thought that was like a meme, you know? Oh, that's what I was thinking about. It reminds me of that video. You know that video about, what was it? It was like Shadow and Sonic were debating something, and it had something to do with big booty Latinas, and how Shadow had quite the, you know, quite the affinity with them. And it's like that's meme dialogue. That's just something someone threw in there because it was funny. But then it's like it seems like Kingdom Hearts is actually just that. That's what it seems like. Seeing Kingdom Hearts 3 where Donald casts to atomize one of the villains and it literally kills him. Donald, what the heck? I mean, if anyone was going to out of like that main cast of Disney characters, it would be Donald. Donald would send someone to the frickin' Shadow Realm. That sounds about right. Then I feel like the second most likely would be Mickey. You know, I feel like Mickey has some demons, you know? And then Goofy would probably be the last. I mean, he's a kind soul most of the time. It would take some really, you know, messed up stuff to get Goofy to the point where he just atomizes someone. But you know who I think would absolutely be the person to, like, that would just obliterate someone without any second thought? Would be Minnie. I don't know why. I don't know why, but in my brain, Minnie seems to be the person that would absolutely just obliterate someone without a second thought. There's like, oh, you're a villain? Boom. Say hello to Lucifer for me. Like, it just seems like her. It seems like her kind of style. Which is funny because I don't even watch all that much like Disney stuff when it comes to like that. I watch some more like peripheral Disney related things, but generally, like, as of late, I haven't watched very much of like actual Mickey Mouse stuff. So I think the last thing I watched was like a few years ago. I watched The Three Musketeers. So there is that. That's like the last, like the most recent thing that I can remember. Why is that cut off? You guys can't even see that. I don't think. But that, it was down in this corner. It was just like half of an achievement thing. What is that? What's that even achievement for? Defeat 500 monsters. Oh, okay. Great. Good. Amazing even. And he sends Pete to the void because between worlds because he was being a nuisance. Really? Literally sending him to the Shadow Realm. What the heck? Okay, magic. That's what we're here for. Because this guy's frickin' dying. This is still taking a while. I mean, we have gotten a lot stronger. I don't feel like we're sufficiently stronger. But especially Tala, he's the weak link here. I mean, he can do some good damage sometimes when you use the big spells, but still. Bro is like, I'm dropping things. Bro is like just, he doesn't have enough health. Oh, there's another achievement. Once again, half cut off on the screen. I don't know, it must have something to do with like the resolution of the game not allowing for the achievement to fully come on screen. I don't know. But seriously, like, Tala doesn't get any more mana, doesn't get any more health. Well, he gets a little bit more health, but not much. He's just kind of stagnant while everyone else levels up ahead, right in front of him. It's kind of sad. And Petunia doesn't get much health either. But I guess that's like splitting the amount of XP and stuff they're getting between the health and the mana. Because they're a paladin, so they have to have mana. And they actually have good mana, which is very nice. It was funny because for like the entire start of the stream, I forgot that Petunia even had healing spells. So that's why I was using the old guy for all the healing, even though it was not efficient. Donald being the most powerful mage in Final Fantasy isn't a joke. Final Fantasy XIV Bahamut used Terraflare to reshape an entire continent and permanently change weather patterns, and Donald just kill one guy. What? Wait, that's... Why is Donald so powerful? How does that, like... I don't even know. Oh, you're just freaking dead. Okay. Well, back to the inn with us. But, you know, I'm glad that my streaming setup is actually functional. Unless I've just developed, like, a bunch of schizophrenia and hallucinations, and there's nobody in the chat, and I'm just sitting here talking to an empty screen, and maybe the computer's even off. Maybe I'm imagining all of this. That's why the enemies are so hard. Because I'm trying to beat my own demons by fighting them in Final Fantasy IV. Who knows? This also might be why I'm fighting the same enemies like 50 times over. But who knows? It would also explain why the heck Donald is the most powerful mage in Final Fantasy canon. I mean, that seems like something that like a schizophrenia fever dream type hallucination would be telling me, because it's still so wild. But anyways, hopefully it is indeed functioning perfectly good and fine, and it is, and everything is great, because that's very surprising. And I actually did fix a couple things, even. I do feel like the setup is better than it once was in certain ways. We did atomize that guy. What the heck? Goofy begs him not to do it. That sounds like nightmare fuel. Like Goofy is just getting traumatized over there by Donald just sending people into the abyss. Like, what the heck? Man, I guess I need to look up some Kingdom Hearts clips, because that sounds like a crazy time is happening in there. Or maybe I just need to wait until I play them and see how that goes. Because, yeesh. I do think it would be best to have that be like a surprise. Okay, you're freaking dead. Alright. He's just sitting there, just absolutely just gone. Alright, well, time to go back. Wait, we do have life, don't we? Not the cereal. Okay, you don't have life. You have life. So in theory, we can just resurrect his ghost and continue the farming. Not even death can stop our XP train. Man, it's still very hit or miss with these fights. I mean, we've gotten to the point where I can like consistently leave it and it just AFKs the fight for me. But it is hit or miss as to if someone dies during the fight or not. Because either Tala gets hit by one too many of those needles, or someone just gets blasted into next, you know, century. Friggin' Donald Duck style. Alright, well, we'll still be here, Unknown Man, probably, still farming, trying to get high enough level to fight these things in our underwear, which is gonna be great. Yeah, I don't know how I lost, or how I, like, avoided 10 levels worth of XP. Because Snail was saying that we should probably be, like, level 30 to be fighting these things, and we were, like, level early 20s. It's like, how did I miss 10 levels worth of XP in this? I mean, I did have encounters off for a little bit, but not that long. And I mean, 10 levels at 1 times XP would take so very long. So I don't even know, like, how I managed to do that, or where I missed all that. Maybe there were, like, optional dungeons that I skipped. Or maybe the game just isn't, you know, that well balanced around, you know, not farming anything. Maybe they expected us to actually do some farming in between quests, and we just never did, and it kind of accumulated. I don't know. Alright. We are around level 30 now, though. But we should probably go back and get some mana. Maybe one more fight. We have enough to get those two kind of healed up. What am I gonna do with all this money? Because, I mean, we seriously do not have anything really to buy. I mean, the stores don't sell us gear upgrades all that often, so not exactly sure what we're gonna do about that. I guess we just need to buy out the entire general store again and hope that that goes well. Alright. Now we go rest, because we don't have any mana left. You know, I wish that I was one of those people that was able to do a Donald Duck impression. I mean, like, seriously, it is just one impression that is always amazing. Because, I don't know, no matter what you're doing or saying, you can make it just sound, either you're saying something normal and it sounds ludicrous because you're saying it like, you know, friggin' Donald Duck, or you're saying something absolutely insane and, you know, it just does not compute that that's coming out in Donald Duck's voice, you know? So either way, you're just winning if you can do an impression of him, and I don't think I can, so it is quite unfortunate. Is the guy gonna, like, is the old guy gonna actually cast spells, or is he gonna have switched to melee attacks now? He better cast a spell. I'm gonna be upset. Come on, old guy. Do a thing. No, he's trying to bonk. Okay. Dang it, old guy. Why you gotta be like that? We're still mostly fine, but we're gonna have to reset all of our... you know, our auto functions in order to get him casting a spell again. So I guess we just need to not let him run out of mana, or things are gonna go a bit wonky for us. You do a thing. You gonna go here. That. Do that. That should be back to good. Of course, I got a lot of free damage in while I was trying to pick things, but it's fine. The only efficient way to play is to auto-battle. Everyone knows this. We are doing good damage now. I mean, they might be doing good damage to us, but I mean, we are doing some serious damage to them with pretty much everything we do. And we can survive quite a few of their hits now. Except for the mage. The mage guy is still, like, he is a huge liability when it comes to just health pool. I mean, he does decent damage, especially with his higher end spells. That's like, it's good stuff, but still. So can Tala actually use a meteor? Could I just use that at any time and just obliterate someone while killing him? Because that would be funny. But even if I do have it, I probably can't use it because it's actually, like, above our max mana. Wow, why does the monk have so much HP? Don't have enough MP? Sad. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the monk having a lot of HP, but it seems weird that a paladin would be squishier than a monk. Alright, we're gonna get maybe to level 35 and then attempt the cavern again. Because we seem to be getting to the point where we're going to be able to hold our own pretty well in there, even without the armor. It's going to be a little bit more dangerous, but... Oh, but we're not going to actually have the DPS of Petunia either, because the weapon has to go away. Why is Petunia the only person affected by this? Like, sure, some of the other ones, like, lose a little bit of armor, but Petunia loses all of his armor and his weapon. It's like, he just... loses everything. It loses his whole personality. Poor Petunia. It's enough to make him into a... was a Dark Knight again. My brain kept trying to say Death Knight, but I think that's, you know, a WoW thing, not a Final Fantasy thing. Alright, 32 for that one. We need to heal. Okay, one or two more fights, and we'll have to head back for healing, because we're out of healing mana, pretty much. Alright, a decently easy fight. Oh, but Tala's out of mana again. Great. Reset all of our stuff again. Oh, but he did 15 damage. Totally worth it. Alright, this should be a profitable fight if we win it. Also, I feel like even if you escape a fight, you should get the XP of the enemies that you killed during the fight, you know? You know, it's probably a completely, like, outdated reference that nobody's gonna understand, but I guess it's kind of like Time Pilot, where, you know, you need to get the entire squadron of planes before you're actually able to get the bonus, you know? Has anyone played Time Pilot in here? Anyone know what I'm talking about? It's a good game. Probably my favorite, like, older, you know, arcade type of game. It's good. I played it for like many hours one day because I was trying to beat the alien level, and it was really difficult, and then I ended up beating it, and it just looped back to the beginning again. And I was like, no. Yeah, then I think I tried beating it twice in a row, and it was really difficult. Because it doesn't just reset you, but it also, I think, gets harder as you keep going, so it was tough. Tough game. But I guess that's kind of how those old arcade games were, you know, set up, so they're difficult, so you'd have to spend a lot of money to beat them. Hi, Unknown Man. I'm talking about Time Pilot currently. Because, I mean, what else am I going to talk about? Well, you know, farming a bunch of enemies for hours on end. Other than, you know, old arcade games that I've played. But Time Pilot, yes. Very good game. Would suggest. We used to have it on the... Well, we still have it on the Xbox 360. And it was just kind of there. I don't know how we got it. Or where we got it from. I don't know if it, like, came with the Xbox, or if it was something we were able to download from somewhere, or if it came in, like, a pack of old arcade games. I don't remember. That was years ago. But it was fun. It was just, I kind of just stumbled across it. I wasn't even, like, aware that it was there for the longest time. And one day when I was, you know, much younger, I was just like, what's this Time Pilot thing? And then my dad showed me a few rounds of it, and I was like, I'll beat it, because I'm better than you, you know? Because, yeah, he was good at it, but then I aspired to be greater. Of course, it also took, like, spamming the A button just constantly, and I'm pretty sure that's not very good for arthritis. So, yeah, he was not, it wasn't entirely his fault that he wasn't as good at it as he used to be. Because, yeah, even at a younger age, I was having a lot of issues with my hand getting sore pressing the A button that many hundreds and thousands of times in a row. Because, like, literally the entire game is you just push where you're supposed to be facing, and you spam the shoot enemies button. Like, I don't think there's a single situation in which you don't want to just be constantly shooting. So you're just spamming that button no matter what. And that's kind of inefficient when it comes to, you know, hand health. They could have certainly made it a bit more, oh, you're just stunned. Okay, good. I thought you were gonna get one shot again. Alright. Now, I'll still wait. I was gonna say that I was gonna wait until 35, but then I was gonna upend that and be like, nah, I'm just going now. But then I was like, nah, I need to wait. I want to make sure that I'm of a sufficient level, because if we go in there and I'm not of a sufficient level, and then we die, and then I have to come back and farm, I'm gonna be upset. And we don't want that. Unless you do. Then that's mean. Alright, everyone's full health. Dang it, Tala. Stop getting like a one-shot by everything. He's just sitting there, those little glasses. Ow. Evidently those glasses do not give much protection. Alright. Another fight done. Level 34. Let's heal again. And keep it going. Alright, I think we've been farming these guys almost an hour now. It's been a while. But we're almost there. Actually, let me head up towards the place we're gonna actually be fighting things. Maybe there's different enemies if we head up north a bit. Of course, there's no bridge across that river, so we can't really go all the way north, but... Oh, well, rip Tala. He about to get a one-shot, yeah. They just focused him down immediately. They're just like, hey, that's the guy that has no health. Get him. Well, I don't think having extra levels would do Tala any favors anyway. I think he's pretty much maxed out. I mean, he's gotten like, I don't know, 100 health over the last all of these fights. So, he really, whereas everyone else got like 1,000 health. So, I don't think it much matters. Oh yeah, and he's the one with the life spell, so we can't even bring him back. Let's head back and resurrect him, just because we can. It's probably best to keep him up to date with everyone else, if we can. Although knowing this game, he's probably gonna be like, thanks for, you know, farming up levels for me. Now I'm gonna go F off into the distance and never come back and, you know, just take all the levels that you gave me and leave the party with them. Because that's kind of what they do. You know, they give you a character and they let you get attached and put a bunch of time and effort into farming up their level, like Unknown Man, and then they just disappear for half the game. It's like, why are you just gone? I spent like half an hour farming up levels for you in the desert. Does that mean nothing? Yeah, you bonk 'em, Tala. And heal up. Kind of just more of the same. The levels are actually slowing down significantly, which is a good sign to say that we're starting to actually out-level the area, is when they're not giving sufficient XP to level us up efficiently. And honestly, we'll probably fight a lot of these guys going through that dungeon. So we'll get even more XP going through there, as is. Oh, well. Oh, okay, you're just stunned. It's hard to tell. Sometimes you just get one shot, sometimes it's just a stun. Okay, well, Petunia's level 35, so I'm gonna make the executive decision that we're gonna go back and sleep just to make sure we're full up on everything. And it's like dirt cheap to do it. How much money do we have, by the way? 160,000. Okay. General store vendor, I would like your strongest potions. Yeah, it's cheap. It's chump change now. Why are the golden needles so much more expensive than the phoenix downs? That's a bit odd, but you know. You couldn't handle my potions. Potion seller, enough of these games. I'm going into battle. I need your strongest potions. Oh, we need to sleep, right? That's one of the things we were here for, aside from potion seller. You know, the whole potion seller video became like a huge meme in my friend group for like a long time. I don't know why. It's just we have, I think, let me check something. This shouldn't come up on stream probably, but I think we still have, where is it? Which one is it? Oh, we don't still have it. We used to have, I'm pretty sure, an emoji of the potion seller, but I don't think we have it anymore. Or maybe I was thinking of something else. We have a lot of memes that we turned into emojis for the Discord. Like a good dozen of them. It's great. All right, we need the Chocobo. And from this point on, I think I'm just keeping the 4 times XP going, just to ensure that we can actually stay up to date with things without having to farm them. Because, I mean, as I said, I did leave the encounters off for a little bit, but it shouldn't have made that big of a discrepancy in level. And thus, I feel like it's kinda, we need the extra oomph to keep up with the rest of it. It's probably nothing good if I try to use the yellow chocobos, because they're not going to be able to take us where we want to go. Alright. Now we're back in here again. Oh wait, we need to actually do this. Does this? No. Okay. So the optimal thing doesn't know what is and is not metal, so it can't help us. Okay, we should be metal free now. Let's look at the map. Okay, there's a chest there, and then the stairs over there, where we first got obliterated by those things. Oh, many of you guys. Oh, right, and you don't have your weapon anymore. Or at least you're still doing holy damage, which is their weakness. Not the ogres. I don't know what the ogre's weakness is. And you're still trying to bonk, of course. It's probably fine. Eh, it's not bad damage. That's bad damage. But the bow isn't bad damage. The hello potion. Hello, Mario. I don't know why that entire video was completely like bizarre, but specifically the hello Mario. Like why did Luigi sound like that? If you know what I'm talking about. that oh boy, that video is cursed. It is such a cursed video. I think I watched like the entirety of it one time just because I'd never seen it, so I went and watched it. It was kind of hilarious. One could say I got a whole heaping spaghetti pile of informazione. One could say that. I wouldn't. You know, that's not something I would ever say. But somebody could. Man, you have a lot of health to heal back. You see, Tala may be a big wimp, but at least he's easy to heal. You know? Like 3 or 4 healing spells, you get all of his health back. Cave bats. Oh, but ranged attacks against flying things, I think, good damage, right? Why do these guys seem much easier than the earlier guys? Also, why do they have like a weird nose? They look like they're wearing one of those like disguise thing, you know? The thing with the glasses and the big nose. Ether. They're disguised bats. Oh, a cave naga. Oh, that sounds fun. Bonk 'em. That ogre has a lot of health. Okay. So do we go through the probably door first because it's most likely. How did I enter that from the side? Excusez-moi. Parlez-vous français? How was I able to just walk through this? Oh, back attack. Oh, that's specifically a bad thing. No, Tala. You've been getting obliterated, and that was while you were in the back row this whole time. Now that you're in the front row, you're gonna get obliterated times 3. Yeah, the ogres, I mean, they do good damage. They have a ton of health, but they're not, like, super dangerous in any specific way. Like, they don't have an insta-kill spell like some of the other enemies. And you were very close to death. Alright, stairs. Now, where do we go? Got a door, and a door. I have the feeling that the door that's at the end of the ominous skull-laden corridor canyon thing is probably the one we're supposed to be going to. But we're gonna try the rest as well. Oh, it's a resting spot. We could probably use this. But we're gonna use this later. We're gonna come back, because I want to check out what's in this other door. And that's probably gonna, you know, as we can see, Draculady. That's actually not a bad female name for Dracula. Because, you know, they could have gone just like Miss Dracula or just female Dracula. But no, Draculady. They actually put some actual effort into the naming process, which I appreciate. I sense monsters in one of these. Well, there's monsters outside of it, at least. Man, are there really not going to be any monsters in any of these chests? I mean, you have like a little totem standing next to 3 chests in an empty room. One of them has to be trapped, right? Right? I'm not... Okay, apparently no. That's just it. Alright, well, let's go back and let's rest in a tent. And then head for the boss room. Oh, it's one of the mind flayers that we ended up encountering earlier. We got kind of wrecked by them at that point, but I'm sure it'll end differently this time. Oh, it did. He was easy. Now, tent. Good. Get some shut-eye. And then I think we're gonna turn off encounters just so we can retain our HP and MP for the boss. Which I assume is at the end of that freaking death canyon that we got up ahead. But I don't know, it could just be another random room. I mean, all of this build-up, it could just be any other place. Oh yeah, this doesn't look suspicious. What was that? Did that say Fairy Claw? It did. Lower accuracy, higher agility. Alright. Oh, he's ambidextrous, I just realized. On the monk, both hands were favored hands. Okay, now maybe that one's the boss. So let's, I guess, turn encounters back. Well, still wanting to hold off for the boss. Plus, I mean, we already kind of got a bunch of XP earlier. So we should have... Oh! There's just another one right here. Alright, encounters can come back on then. We got another resting point. 10 minutes away from where the other one was. Oh, lots of snakes. Alright, chest, emergency exit. Like a door? Like, did I just... Is this freaking Monsters, Inc? We just pulled a giant red door out of a chest and we can just slam it into the ground and open it up and walk out into some kid's bedroom or something? I don't know. It seems a bit odd that we can just pick up one of those in the middle of a dungeon. But I guess I'm not gonna complain, you know? Alright, let's go rest up. then it's boss time. Right? It must be. I mean, if they put a resting spot in a door right next to another door that has a bunch of skull totems, it has to be the boss. Like, it can't not be. Even the music changed, see? Why do you look like a frickin' gremlin? I commend your effort, but your excursion ends here. You will never get the crystal. You cannot defeat me with those weapons. We shall see about that. Let's see how he likes my magic spells. Alright. Well, you're gonna attack, as always. You're gonna... Actually, you're gonna focus. You're gonna use a black magic. Can you withstand this? Probably. Most likely. Apparently not. You what? Why did he just do like 20 spells in a row? We stand no chance, you don't say. I need my sword. I don't think your sword is gonna help against that, my man. If only I could use my sword. I don't think your sword's gonna help. Is this the Dark Elf? Yeah, I suppose so. Petunia's in danger. They're all in danger. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, Mr. Sick Man? Sick Bard Man? You're in no condition to go anywhere. Where are you going? To get my harp. You can barely sit up. Please, lie down and get some rest. I don't care what happens to me. I'm the only one who can save them. Oh, with your bard powers? What are you gonna do? All right. We just get to hear a lovely tune. Twin harp sounds the melody from Void's harp. That melody. It's Void. God, what is this torture us sound? Can I control the magnetic field while I'm playing? Now, draw your sword. Is that how that works? Right. Okay, I guess we get to... Oh, we're all back to full health, magically. Actually, we can just now optimalize everybody. I just got rid of the fairy claw. Why is that? Why was it? Well, I guess because it reduces the accuracy a little. That's fine. You guy. Alright. How is this gonna go any different? Everyone just do your thing. Oh. Maybe it's because this guy is very weak to light. And now all of his spells do, like, 1/10 the damage they were doing before. How does that work? Because the music is... Say your prayers! Oh. He's like that one guy. What was that from? Was that Spirited Away? Yeah. He's like the dragon guy from Spirited Away. I haven't seen that in forever. I need to watch that movie again. Alright, bye. Have a nice trip, I guess. And that was surprisingly easy with the bardic inspiration on us, I guess. That's the only thing I can imagine that he did. This cannot be with the crystal, my eternal life. Thank you, Void. Alright. Obtained Earth Crystal. Why, thank you. Now it's time to go peddle this away for, you know, some lady that I think we know. Do we know her? I think we know her decently well, right? She's not just some random lady that we did one quest with and then she was like, I'll wait for you. Like in the last game, right? Because that was weird. That was really bizarre. Like, why was she all, you know, loyal to us when we did one quest together and there was like no romantic implications in any of it at all? And she was also a princess, and I don't even know. That part of that game was weird. Was that the second game? No, I think that was the third game. They're kind of blending together at this point. But that was a very bizarre situation. There were also a few bizarre situations similar to that in this game as well so far. Like, as the title suggests, us being surprised that the evil king is evil. Like, how... I don't even know. That was just some weird writing. Unless I completely misinterpreted the situation, which I guess is possible. But, you know, still. Oh, we can get our MP back. Can we get anything else from these guys? Can we get HP back? You, give me my HP. Oh. Alright, so this is just the regular running chocobo. And it does run off after we disembark. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go back and give the crystal back to these guys. Because, like, okay, what is going to happen if we give the crystal to the evil dude? Like, realistically. Most likely, at least as far as I know, I'm pretty sure the world is just gonna end. Like, straight up, just, they're gonna destroy the entire planet. So what is the point of us giving this guy the crystal for just some lady? Like, you feel me? It doesn't seem like a fair trade. It seems like an exactly bad trade. And yeah, I don't think that's a great idea. I think we should just give the crystal back to these people and help defend it for all eternity. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've been surrounded. The Earth Crystal, you've returned it to us. Hurrah! I see you have the Earth Crystal. That voice. Snail! Board my ship and bring the crystal with you. I'll take you to Rosa. We're letting you borrow the crystal, so be extra careful with it. It seems you may need our help. You may borrow the crystal as promised. Feel free to take the items in the underground storeroom. What was that voice? Voice, what was it? We just got the crystal back, but I guess we have no choice. The nature of the crystal's power changes depending on the bearer. If it fell into the wrong hands, who knows what could happen. What about you hiding in the corner? What's going on? Alright, I guess you didn't have a lot to say. Clerics or sisters? Yeah, you guys are just not even commenting on it. What about you? You have anything to say about it? Nope. Alright, well let's go and get the loot that we now have permission to steal. I don't know what it's gonna be or what it'll do for us, but you know, it should be good. Houses the treasures. We have the clerics granted permission to enter. Yes, go right ahead. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's a lot of loot. Potion, remedy, ether, elixir, echo herbs, grit fire era, thunder era, millions of gold, ice era, silver apple. So we got arrows and a great bow, and that was about it. Everything else was just like money and consumable items, which yeah, isn't bad, but you know, I would have liked, like, you know, maybe better claws, better sword, better shield, better armor, anything. We don't even have someone. The one person that uses a bow by default in this group is the person that's kidnapped that we're trying to go get. Like, how does that help us? Oh, by the way, we should probably go check on Void instead of just being like, all right, thanks for your help. We're off to save the world. Bye. Like, which is, that would be kind of inconsiderate of us, wouldn't it? I see we're going through this whole song and dance again. You have returned. Thank you for your help, Void. There's no need to thank me. What I don't understand is how that worked. I'm in the same boat as you, Sid. I first heard that melody back when I traveled as a minstrel. I recall it being a song to ward off elves, and I thought it might work. Why would you have a song to ward off elves? Like, aren't elves like a humanoid race? That's like saying, oh yes, I have this song to ward off Mexicans. Like, how does that work? How would, I mean, I guess elves are magical humanoids, but still, like, a lot of elves are just kinda, are more monster-like, maybe. But they in the first game, they seemed rather, you know, nice. They, you know, I helped their prince or something, and they had a whole kingdom, town with, like, stores and sages that gave me actual useful information, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, how is it that you would just have a song that wards off elves? I don't know. It seems a bit sus to me, but whatever. We owe you our lives. No, I only... Ugh. Void. Well, I guess his life is null and void. Ta-la, I have long wondered what Anna saw in you, but now I think I understand. You showed courage and integrity. She was fortunate to have your love. I'm only saying this because you're frickin' dying. Trust me, I've died enough to know the look. Now be silent and heal your wounds. I promise you I shall avenge Anna for the both of us. Thank you. Void, I look forward to fighting alongside you again. Anna, now I think I understand why you did what you did. Bro, there's like 10 people in this room and you're talking to the one person that's freaking dead. It's not a good sign. Like, if you're seeing ghosts and talking to ghosts, that means you are very close to death too. Or you're just incredibly out of it. Maybe they gave him some, like, real strong painkillers and he doesn't know what reality is anymore. Alright, where are we going now? Oh, we are going right to the airship. Right. I completely forgot that's what we were doing. This looks safe. Where's the Earth Crystal? I have it here. Where's Rosa? In the Tower of Zot. Now come aboard. Along with all your unknown men. Snail. Where are you hiding? Now, Master Golbez would like a word with you. Golbez? Well done, Petunia. You've exceeded something. I pressed enter on accident because I guess I leaned on the keyboard when I was trying to get my evil voice going. Wretch, show yourself. In due time, you will yet come to understand my benevolence. What benevolence? Rosa stands beside me at the top of this tower. Bring the crystal here, and we'll make the trade. She had better be safe. And you had best hurry. We wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to her. Okay, so he just he invites us here, and then it's a dungeon. That doesn't seem very fair to me. But we're gonna go this way. Okay, we're fine. I thought that those squares on the ground might be we should probably have encounters on as well. I thought the squares on the ground might be like a trap, so I was trying to take the route that would go over the fewest of those. But it seems to be fine, so... Flame mail. Flameo, Hotman. Let's see. There's one chest, it looks like, and one actual door. The way we get there would be pretty straightforward. Oh, hello. What in old Bolivian is that? Okay, they don't seem that tough. Why were the things in the last dungeon so difficult? I mean, these might just be almost missing every attack, and thus, you know, because sometimes they had attacks that they just do like 1 damage. Maybe they just happen to always hit one of those. But I don't know. Monsters. Okay, finally. A fiery hound. Oh! It's because magic is their, you know, is their poison, I guess. Their physical attacks did almost nothing. Flame sword, is that better than the sword of a legend? I swear, if a flame sword, so much better. Why? Why is just flame sword better than sword of frickin' legend? Like, that's... I don't know. It seems a little underwhelming name-wise for such a amazing magical entity, you know. But of course, if we had a sword called the Throngler, then we'd be set. Oh, Black Knights. Oh, apparently you get obliterated by fire, which is like the exact opposite of... Why are you just spam cursing? How did he do that? Do we have what is needed to get rid of curse? I don't know. Bread? No. Not the needle. Not an antidote, probably. What gets rid of that? It used to be like a crucifix or something. Remedy. Right, is a silver apple? Increase max HP by 50. Hot dog. Is that permanent? That seems pretty good if we could get like 500 of those. We could actually get Tala up to a decent amount of HP. Also, I don't think we have anything to remove. Oh, we have a Suna. Suna cure. They don't still have it. Does curse not persist? Alright. I'm gonna guess no, apparently. I could have sworn, at least in the other games, curse was kind of a persistent bugger. I didn't... What is that? Maybe we should attack the actual guys. Probably fine. Just bonk them. More XP if we kill them all, I guess. They shall meet the business end of the Throngler. Lots of doors. Alright, I guess we're gonna start with the one on the far right and work our way left. And we have soldieresses, apparently. Kind of weird that, you know, saber-wielding Wonder Woman is better than a Dark Knight. Or Black Knight? One of those two. Because those guys were in, like, full armor. You'd think that they'd be a little bit better prepared than, you know, Bikini Warrior, but I guess it wasn't a bikini. It was more like a one-piece swimsuit looking thing. Should we go left to right or right to left? Not the flan. Not the flan. No. My worst nightmare is being relived. The flan has returned. Quick. Inflanerate them. Well, of course, fire isn't doing anything with the sword, so I don't know. I don't know how the spell works when the fire sword doesn't. Of course, I just had a bit of PFSD, post-flan stress disorder. There's a lot of doors in this place. It's gonna take me like a year to like go through all these. Oh no. Actually, we're already doing a spell. Hopefully it's good against everything here. What about when we run out of mana inevitably in like 2 fights? What are we gonna do then? I mean, it doesn't give us anywhere to like rest. Unless this is a place to rest. It is! Wow, okay. How convenient that. Let's maybe continue and come back. We could get, well, we have 99 tents. I don't think that running out of tents is ever going to be an issue. Let's just use them whenever we're here. Might as well. There were like 100 per tent, I think, so not bad at all. But I guess it heard my... Oh. Welcome to the Tower of Zot. Well, thank you. Charmed, I'm sure. Welcome, we are the Magus? Probably Magus. Magus sisters. We serve Barbarica. Barbaricia? Barbaricia. Barbaricia. We're gonna say Barbaricia. That's their name now. Oh, it actually is how it is. Okay. Approximately. Mindy, Sandy, Cindy. We're afraid your journey is over. We will take your crystal. Say goodbye to your beloved Rosa. Delta attack. What's the Delta attack? Why do they just look like the freaking like villain sidekicks from any Disney movie? Oh. It's probably bad if they have to put reflect on themselves. Yeah. Oh, not Tala. Oh, he's fine. Okay. Well, he's not gonna be that fine once he gets hit with his own spell. Ow. I'm gonna have to have him not casting that anymore. But we also have reflect. Wait. What happens if we reflect something that is reflected off of us? Tala, cast your spell. Because if it's reflected, yeah, if it reflects off of them and hits Tala, but Tala has reflect. What? He had reflect. Okay. I guess it ran out without it telling us. Well, now the only person that gets affected by reflect is dead, so good luck with that, I guess. Whole life, huh? That's no good. Who cast that? What you guys are doing? Like nothing. Tala ended up killing himself with his own spells, and that was it. You guys aren't really doing 1 damage. Good. Great. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh no, 240 damage? That's like 1 hit from a freaking hedgehog. What are you guys doing? We'll call them the Hedgehog Sisters because they're almost as strong as a hedgehog at full power. And there's 3 of them, so that's saying something. They're each like 1/3 of a hedgehog. I mean, this one that you keep resurrecting doesn't have that much health and kind of takes a lot of damage. It's not really going to help you to resurrect her a bunch of times, especially because we got AoE. Reflect this. Delta attack. Oh. The reflect ran out. And the tall one's dead, so they can't re-reflect. So they just freaking poisoned their own person. Oh gosh. That is... This can't be. Our Delta attack failed. No. Yeah, you're all freaking dead. Congratulations. I need to go... Oh, wait. Wait, we do have 100, Where is it? Where'd you put it? Phoenix Downs. I was gonna say, it's a problem that the tent doesn't actually recover, you know, us back to life. But if we have Phoenix Downs, then we can just use one of those, and then the tent, and then we're back to full health. So, all of them can cast it? Oh, so they just ended up not casting it. And they didn't realize it ran out. Kind of like I didn't realize it ran out. Because it doesn't really tell you, you know? I feel their pain. Is this where we're supposed to be going? Because I don't like going where we're supposed to be going. I want to go to where we're not supposed to be going. Wait a minute. If we can't go through there, that makes this a dead end. Which means that we need to go through the other doors. Oh, that was some elite damage. Literal, like, I'm pretty sure, I only saw it for like a second, but I'm pretty sure that was exactly elite damage. Us humans are weird, aren't we? We have such like strong pattern-seeking brains that like every time an attack damage number comes out at like 420 or 69 or 1337, my brain immediately picks up on it. It's just like, aha! I have found the secret code. This is obviously important because I recognize that number. It's like it's not really something that we're supposed to be noticing. Oh, better claw. Yeah, you're gonna have the fairy claw and the hell claw. That's a combination that is very odd. Oh no. Throw some fire at them, Tala, or we shall all die. Fireball. Alright, well, Tala's out of mana. So if we run into the flan again, we gotta flee. We gotta flee the flan. Flame shield. Alright. Only slightly better, but that's fine. So how come there are centaur knights? And yet we haven't seen centaur things in any other context in this game. I know it's the flan. Flee the flan. I hope that doesn't set... I don't think it would set fleeing as the default action now, right? Guess we'll see next fight. Gaia hammer. That sounds good. Gaia is very big. Her hammer is probably equally huge. Alright, hammer's doing good damage. Sword is doing good damage. Tala's doing no damage. Good. As things should be. Imps are taking a lot of damage from fire. That is not how it should be, but you know, that's fine. It is what it is sometimes. Sage's surplice? What was that? I assume that's something for you? There it is. A surplice. What's a surplice? Maybe it's a surplice. You know? A sage's surplice. That's what it is. I'm sure. Alright. Hopefully their magic isn't, like, gonna one-shot us. Because you never really know, and you're fighting a new enemy and they have magic. Sometimes... No, it's just slow. Okay. We're fine. It's just a white tunic meant for clergy. Ah. How do you pronounce it? Because I've never heard of that word before. I thought that it was some... Oh no. Run. Flee. Flee the flan. Run for your lives. I thought it was just some made-up word that was like a mix between surplus and surprise. And I was like, that's a weird word to make up. Apparently it's not made up. Alright. Now we're gonna turn encounters off because I think that we're near the end of this dungeon. I want to save our strength. Hey, look, the end of this dungeon. Welcome. Golbez. Where's Rosa? First, the crystal. She better be alright. Hand over the crystal now or she dies. Here, take it. Handed over the earth crystal. There. Now where's Rosa? Rosa? Whomever are you talking about? What? You double-crossing cur. Return her this minute. Ignorant dotard. Have you no idea whom you're dealing with? How could I forget the monster who killed my daughter? To be fair, he killed a lot of people. Vengeance will be mine. Oh, he's just spamming. He's not even using up his mana. Such feeble spells rather befit the decrepit old fool you are. So he's like building up in spells from his cheapest to his toughest. And he's doing good damage. I must cast Meteor. No. It will destroy you. I have no choice. Where is she? Witness my ultimate spell. Meteor. Does like 5 damage. Ah. Impossible. Ugh. Although that kind of did as much damage as like 5 of his other spells. So, I mean, it's a good spell, but not really good enough to die over. Oh, yeah, he freaking did. He just plunk. Ugh, how could you know Meteor? Tala. It matters not. The crystal is mine. Snail. ... So Meteor broke my spell over him. So be it. He no longer serves my purpose. Mark my words, Petunia. Someday I will destroy you. Golbez. Where are the other drugs going? Impudent fool. Kamehameha. Huh? Ugh. Why don't you finish me? You. Huh? What's going on? We will settle this next time we meet. Alright then. I guess we're fine. Petunia, are you okay? Yes. Meteor must have weakened him. Tala, are you hurt? No, yeah, he's dead. Oh, no, he's fine. Nice. I failed. Keep still. I'm such a fool. I lost myself in my own hatred. Avenge my daughter for me. I beg of you. Tala. No. ... Get up, you old geezer. ... Tala. I'll bet your daughter's mighty proud of you. You did good, old man. Oh, yep, there he goes. Off to the Shadow Realm. Poor him. I mean, he did use a bunch of spells, which honestly, he probably was pretty much out of mana, realistically, by the end of all those spells. And then he uses a spell that costs more than his max mana, so... You know. Tala, Anna, I swear on my life to avenge you both. Snail! Snail! Petunia, I'm sorry. What have I done? Don't blame yourself, except you totally should. You had no control over your actions. But a part of me was still awake, and yet I just stood by and watched as Rosa... Yeah, well, all of me was awake when I killed Unknown Man's mom, and I didn't care. So get over yourself. Rosa, where is she? Beyond those doors. We must hurry. Petunia definitely has some good Batman lines. Petunia. Oh. Was that a freaking guillotine? Like a guillotine trap? Rosa, I knew you'd come. Alright. We win. Do we actually have like a full party now? I missed you so much, and I realized. Petunia, ... The snail says ... You realized what? Spit it out. We just saw someone die. We don't have time for this stuff. Wait, is that Snail? Don't worry. He's back to normal. Just his regular, genocidal, just blowing up towns and killing Unknown Man's mom, usual self. Tala's meteor broke Golbez's spell. Forgive me, Rosa. I was not completely under Golbez's control. I tried my best to keep you close at any cost. Alright. Well, good for you. You were not strong until Meteor hit. Everyone's just ... Really not gonna get confused in battle. Oh no. Let's fight together, Snail. After all that I've done, I don't deserve the honor. ... How the heck did that guy jump so high? Hey, save the corny drama for later. We gotta scram. Let's go, Snail. ... We need your help now more than ever. Petunia, Rosa, thank you. White Mage Rosa and Dragoon Snail have joined the party. Hey, we finally have a full repertoire. And they're all actually useful characters. Who would have guessed? It seems Master Golbez has underestimated you. The Lord of Wind, Barbaricia. You disappoint me, Snail, falling back in with such weaklings despite your powers. I've simply come to my senses. I've grown sick of siding with animals like you. You snotty little wretch. I'll enjoy killing every one of you. With the old man and his meteor gone, you stand no chance. He was like the weakest link. Yeah, we will see about this. Alright. Barbaricia. What? You attack. You focus. You jump. You pray. You attack. Tornado. Also, I didn't read any of ow. Did we just get what? It's not even showing damage. Why is Rosa almost dead? Only jump attacks will work. Well, good thing that Snail's coming in hot eventually. Yeah, what happened to Rosa? There we go. Just do the same old schmacker with everything you got. Oh, the tornado takes you down to like really low health but doesn't kill you. That's what was hitting us before. Inhibit regular attacks. How did it inhibit it? We kind of just did it. I mean, look at that. That was decent damage. I don't know what you mean by inhibiting. Looks like we're doing fine to me. Inhibit in regular attacks. Only jump attacks will work. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Ah, the violent winds inhibit regular attacks. Only jump attacks will work. Wow. Man, we haven't missed a prayer once this fight. That is incredibly, like, impressive. Oh, there goes the prayer. But yeah, that many prayers in a row being successful was, like, huge. Alright, bye, Barbaricia. Spoke it into existence, that's true. I do that a lot. Generally with negative things. It's not over. The last elemental lord still remains. Regardless, you'll never leave here alive. Alright, Mr. Lightbeer, prove it. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna take down the entire airship, apparently. Oh, right, we're in a tower. How's she gonna take it down, then? The tower's collapsing. Dang it. That cur. Hold on to me. Teleport. I cast Get the F out of here. Oh, back to Legend of Zelda music. This is your room in Baron. I use that teleport spell to, you know, just kind of stalk you quite a few times. So it's the place that I knew the best. Don't worry about it. Now that you've taken care of the fake king, there's nothing to worry about. Petunia, there's something I must tell you. What is it? Why do you, like, jump for the stool? It's about the crystals. Well, we've lost Troya's Earth Crystal to Golbez, which means he now holds all the crystals. Not quite, he only has 4. You mean there are more? I've heard the legends, but they can't be true. You can't mean. They are. The dark crystals are real. The One Piece is real. Makes sense. After all, our world has the light crystals. I love how Sid is just sitting there like, no, I've heard the legends. It can't be true. I think they exist. And Snail's like, yeah, the dark crystals exist. And then Sid's like, yeah, makes sense. Like, He was so against it 2 seconds ago. It's just, nah, it can't be. And then right as he's just like, yep, it is. He's just, it makes sense after all. So where are these dark crystals? In some other world, perhaps? Exactly. So you see, Golbez only has half of the crystals. Well, now we know they exist, but how do we go about finding them? Golbez knows of their location. Then there's no time to lose. Where are they? They lie under the surface of the earth in the underworld. That cannot be. Underground, are you sure about this? That's what I overheard Golbez say. He also said, when all the crystals of light and darkness are gathered, a path to the moon will open. A path to the moon? Not sure exactly what it is, but this key will help us get there. Here, you take it. Magma rock. I mean, that was the sun of the dwarfs, so I assume we have to go to that crater? This is a key. If we use it somewhere, it should open a path to the underworld. But where? Yes, where do we use it? I wish I knew. I know. No worries. We'll just fly around the world on the Enterprise till we find the place. Honestly, that is like the most on-the-nose description of what playing these games is like. It's just every so often, you just gotta fly around in the airship until you find where you're supposed to go. Sometimes that's the only option. But we lost the airship near the Tower of Zot. Pshaw, my baby's equipped with autopilot. I'll bet she's flown back already. Then we have a plan. Sid, what would we do without you? Alright, we leave first thing tomorrow. Let's rest up for the journey to the underworld. I still don't understand. Why didn't Golbez finish me off at the tower? Petunia? Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Come on, let's get some rest. All set. Alright. Well, that was a whole bunch of stuff that just happened. Let's get outside and save, and then I think I'll be done, because we're right at the 3-hour mark. Oh boy. I mean, a lot happened there. We rescued Rosa, the otter, and that's about it. Oh yeah, Tala died. That might also have happened. Maybe that's a bit more important to mention. Let me let's see. What did we need here? We needed a thing. Name changer. That was in here, right? Maybe the other building? Yeah, it's the other building. It wasn't this one. Was it further right? Might have been further right. No, it wasn't in there. Was it in the... It might have been in the inn. Was he in here? No. No, he's not in here. Where was he? I know he's somewhere around here. He can't hide from me forever. I don't know who he is, but I will find him. And I will rename us. Sid's house. No. Does he still exist? Did he despawn? Is he in the last build? What are we looking for? The rename man. He should be in the castles. Oh, he's in the castle. Okay. I thought he was in the town. Well, let's check the castle real quick. Let's see. Would he be up in the throne room? Who is in the throne room? Maybe they made him king. There's not any there. Oh yeah. Ripping SpaghettiOs, I guess. You're just kind of both dead. Never again will monsters rule over this castle. Okay, well that's good to know. you guys have anything to say about this? Oh, we can use items on them. Where is it? Oh, it leaves all status ailments. Spell has no effect. You know, I was just saying earlier, before the stream, that it makes no sense because they didn't like introduce that bit of lore that, you know, you can't undo a spell that was put on someone of their own accord. That never came up, like, ever. I don't think. So I feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity, because if I'd already known that bit of lore, then that whole sequence would have been a lot more impactful. Oh yeah, I think he's in with the black mages, isn't he? No, he's not in here. Sad. I mean, they introduced it after it's already happened. So it's, you know, it's like if somebody eats a peanut and it's like all suspenseful and it's just like they eat the peanut and you're just like, ah, okay. What the heck was that about? That didn't do anything. It's a peanut. What's the matter? And then afterwards they're just like, but now we will tell you that this guy is deathly allergic to peanuts. It's like, okay, now he's just gonna die. It's already happened, so there's no actual suspense anymore. It's just kind of, all right, that's a thing. So I don't know. It just feels weird, because if you already knew about it from the start, then it would be a lot more impactful, because you'd see the peanut and you'd be like, oh no, he's gonna eat that peanut and then he's gonna die. You know, and then, you know, same thing here, where they're just like, let's become stone and stop the walls. If you don't know that bit of lore, you're like, that's a great idea, do that. And then they're like, but they actually can't be brought back. Who knew? Not you, because I didn't tell you. Like, you know, you don't think, oh shoot, they're turning stone of their own accord, they're never going to be able to come back from this, and have it be impactful from the first moment. It's like, it takes all the kick out of it if you learn only afterwards, you know? Also, where the heck is this? It didn't let us go this way before. I don't think naming guy is down here. Petunia, your majesty. Oh, he's a ghost. I'm seeing dead people. Venture to the land of summons and return to me here. I may be able to help you then. Yes, your majesty. I have not learned my lesson at all. I'm totally just going to follow all the king's orders from here on out. Because he's a trustworthy guy and not evil at all. I mean, you know, the last time that he told us to go to the area with summoners, it's because our ring blew them up. And guess what? We still have the ring. We literally still have it. It's like we go to the place with summoners and it just blows it up again, and the king just appears and like, haha, you fool, you fell for it again. How many towns will you have to blow up before you realize you can't trust me? Like, seriously, I don't know what is with our guy. He's way too trusting of this king dude. But anyways, I can't find the renaming guy, which is like the last thing that we were gonna do. So we're just gonna save it here and be happy. Oh, we kind of doubled our level, but we're just gonna be happy that we have that our streaming setup works, and then we're just gonna end the stream, and that's gonna be that. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys another time. Possibly tomorrow. And good stuff. My throat kind of hurts because Petunia's voice is very grating, you know? It's not easy to voice act for Batman through the whole game. So, yes. I shall see you guys, as I said, tomorrow. And we'll continue this. And hopefully we'll go blow up another summoner village so we can laugh at Unknown Man again for also being dead and also for us killing her mom a second time. Good stuff. See you guys then. Goodbye.